Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ahmed and I run a business helping weight loss coaches get clients organically. On this channel I'm documenting my journey from zero to hopefully nine figures. And in this video I'm going to share three valuable tips that I have learned over the 12 months that I have been in business. Lesson number one. Measure in outputs, live in inputs. A lot of As we know, entrepreneurship and running a business is not like being in school. It's like a totally different game. In school, you have fixed rules, fixed marks, and fixed levels that you must go through. You're going to memorize it, and then on the paper, you're just going to fill it, and you're going to hopefully get good marks. That's the rules and system in school system. But in business, the thing is quite different. We don't have any rules. There are million things. There are million business models. There are million ways to do each business model. Million gurus and a lot of things. So business is quite a confusing thing. Let's say I want to make $1 million. That's an output. But I don't know how to make $1 million. I'll just confuse myself and just watch YouTube shorts all day. That's why we need to break down the output into some input that we can actually do. Instead of saying that I want to make $1 million, I'm going to say that I'm going to market my product. That means I first need to create a product. I'm going to create a product that people want, and then I'm going to cold outreach for that product. I'm going to cold outreach at, let's say, 10,000 people to buy my product. That's an input. Now look how much easier it is for me to now actually put in the work. Now first the goal was very vague. I want to make $1 million, but how? Still I don't know. But now I know that I just need to open my selective platform, type in a message, and just send it to like 1,000 people, 10,000 people, and hopefully I'm going to book and make meetings from it and side tangent. But the point is, you need to have like a goal. You need to first have a goal, like an output. I want this to occur. Then you want to break down that output into inputs that you can actually do, and then you're going to do the inputs. And now there is a mistake that a lot of people make, because this is like a common philosophy that the people who watch Alex Mozi commonly adopt, because he openly speaks about this. But there's a mistake that most people make. The mistake is that they don't measure the results of their input in outputs. Let's say I cold outreach on Instagram, cold DM'd 1,000 people. I need to measure that in output, like how much money that generated, how many clients did I get, how many sales that resulted into. Like you need to measure in outputs so that you don't get distracted. Instead of saying in the planning phase, first you're going to set. Let me make it even more clear. Let's say I'm a student. I have to prepare 3 chapters for my biology test. Okay. My goal is to get uh, 10 out of 8 in biology test. Okay, that's my output. That's the result I want. Then I'm going to, for that result to occur, I'm going to break it down into some inputs that I can do. So the input might be to solve 2 past papers or 2 previous test papers. So I'm going to buy those 2 past papers and then I'm going to solve them. And now here's the tricky part, that solving them is the input. Now I'm going to recheck them and see how much marks did I get. That's going to be measuring in the output. I hope you're getting my point. You need to first set a goal. You're going to break that goal into inputs that you can actually do. Then you're going to have KPIs, measurements for that input. Is with respect to the output, is the activity that I'm doing actually doing anything to my output? Because okay, the second big, I hope that have gotten my understanding of my point. Okay, the second point is the second big lesson that I've learned, and this is like a really big one. Control, the power of controlling your own thoughts. Let me explain. Let me quickly look at the points that I'm going to cover. First, the youth. Okay. To understand this point, we're going to first discuss how beliefs are formed, because in an entrepreneur there are like two main things, like they have skills, micro and macro skills, and they have beliefs. An entrepreneur can be divided into these two things, beliefs and skills. So beliefs are quite a big part. So I'm going to first talk about how beliefs are formed. So beliefs are formed due to stimuli. That stimuli could be of two types. It could be a physical stimuli, like I went to the kitchen and I touched a hot plate or a hot stove. I touched a hot stove. It burned me. It's physical stimuli. I can see it. My body felt it. That's physical stimuli. It's burned. That creates a belief in my mind. Not Do not touch hot stove in the kitchen ever again. Okay. But now there's a second type of, it's a mental stimuli. A mental stimuli is a stimuli that you create yourself. For example, if you think of a very tasty meal right now, you're probably going to get hungry. The mental stimuli typically falls into two buckets. One is the repeating of past memory, and one is the imagination of new memories. Like I want to say, this is where the affirmation, etc. comes into place. I'm not like a big fan of it, but I think it has a result. I think that it has an impact on how people perform. But I'm not going to get into it. I'm talking about beliefs. Okay, I talked about two mental ways to form a belief: imaginary and the repeating of past memories. The thing is that in a thought, when you get a thought, it's not like you get a thought and it stops there. It typically starts a chain of thoughts, and a chain of thoughts leads to repeating the thoughts and over again, which is leads to, like, each time you repeat a thought, think of digging a hole. The deeper the hole goes, the more strongly you believe in something. The stronger the belief, the deeper the hole goes. Each time you repeat a memory, you are building and belief, you're digging down in the belief, you're making it stronger and stronger again. That's why you need to control your beliefs. For example, let's say I have two memories. I was playing cricket, a catch came to me, I couldn't catch it. It was quite embarrassing. I have another memory. I was playing cricket, a catch came to my face, and I got it. Now I have two like conflicting sides, contradictions. I'm good at catching, I'm bad at catching. Okay. If I keep repeating this thing over my mind, over and over my mind, that I'm bad at catching, I'm going to keep repeating that memory that, oh, the ball came, my hand went back, I should have put here, I should have put here. That belief is, the tunnel is getting deeper and deeper and deeper, because I'm keep repeating this, that I'm bad at catching, I'm bad at catching, I'm bad at catching. But on this side, this could work for you and against you. In this example, it is working against you. Let's say now I have the example that I'm good at catching. I'm going to repeat that over and over and over in my mind. Oh, I'm good at catching. What it's going to do is, like, it's basically going to make me more confident, which is going to make me more capable of actually achieving the thing. You're getting my point. That's why you need to control your thoughts. When something comes into your mind, you're going to first be aware of it. That's why meditation is so good. And you don't need to do a lot of meditation. I used to do a lot of it, but ever since I've become an entrepreneur, I'm doing like 5 minutes, 6 minutes a day, and it basically maintains the level. Okay, let's check the next lesson. Lesson number 3: fear is a mile wide and an inch deep. In entrepreneurship, since we do not have an exact path to follow, it is quite confusing. And when there is confusion, it typically leads to fear. Keep overcomplicating our life. We keep creating things that don't exist in our mind, which results into fear. This point is basically like an encouragement that the fear that we are avoiding, the work that we are avoiding, the thing that we are avoiding, because we have created a fear in our mind. It's just something that we have created ourselves. It does not exist in the real life. Let that sink in. The thing that you're worrying about is probably not real. And if it is real, it's just like a hammer on a rock. You're going to just creak crap, keep hitting it, hitting it, hitting it, hitting it. And I don't know how long it is going to take, but I do know that one day that rock is going to break. For example, 2 months ago, if you asked me, why are you so worried? I would have said that I don't get clients, I want clients. But I was even considering to quit. I was even considering to change my business model, but I stuck to it. I now have like 5 clients. If I want, I know how to get more. I could get 10, could get 15. I don't care. Now, getting clients is not a problem, not a worry. Now, getting engagement from those clients and getting them to actually implement and do this, that's another problem that I'm currently going through. And now I'm going to going towards actually delivering what I have promised, actually fulfilling on the promise that I made to them. But this problem will also go away. It just needs a few more weeks, months of hitting, and it will probably go away. So don't worry, bro. Just keep focusing on that key input that you kept, that you have. Just focus on that input. Just focus on that input, and don't forget to measure in the output. And now a bonus point. Just ask Ahmed what he wants. This is like a really good metaphor that I really struggled with. I'm not going to get into the side tangent. I'm like got new thoughts in my mind. Basically, what this sentence means is that in business, the most important thing is the market. The market desire, the market need, what the market actually wants. That's the most important thing in the entire world for a business. Now, what most people do is that they make something up in their mind. For example, when I started, I wanted to help these fitness coaches, weight loss coaches, etc. I thought that they would like to get help with paid ads. If I if I took that in my mind as a final, yeah, 100%. I would have spent like 3 months learning how to set up paid ads, how to do that, how to get payment, how to transfer that money into Facebook, etc. And when I would have been fully ready, I would have brought it to the audience, and they would have said that we don't want it. I would have kept on marketing and marketing, marketing, and people would have kept saying, I don't want it. But instead of taking that as a final decision of 1 or 0, I'm going to go all in it. I question myself: is this something that people want? And this is an advice that I got from a mentor. Basically, he said, give the market what they want, and to give the market what they want, you must first know what the market wants, and to first know what the market wants, you must ask them on their problem is, what their problems are, to solve those problems. So you need to ask the market. You cannot make things up on your mind that I think YouTubers want this, but Twitch streamers want this. No, you're going to go ask them. And how? That's a good question. You're going to cold outreach them. Cold out, cold reach 1,000 people. Okay, that's a lot, but I think on their desired platform. What I mean by their desired platform is that Instagram is like a desired platform for weight loss coaches, fitness coaches, health coaches, etc. Because that's where they get their clients from. But for example, for realtors, if your niche is realtors, this is like a good tip for you. Their platform is where they are the most active are SMS, where you can actually basically direct message. If I cold outreach to 1,000 realtors on Instagram or Facebook, they're not going to reply to it. If I cold outreach 1,000 fitness coaches on SMS, they're probably going to not reply on it. So you're going to have to figure it out. You're probably to figure it out. You're probably going to test, or if first of all you're going to go into a community. If the community of your niche exists, for example, your niche is editors, okay. let's see if a community for editor exists. You're going to ask them the problems, etc. If you got the time, you're going to ask them there, then and there. And another thing is you're going to ask them on which platform are you guys the most active on. And since it's a niche has some similarities, you're going to get a few answers, and those few answers are going to carry out all the people. Okay, they're going to okay. Then you're going to take your platform and you're going to like send 100 message. Then you're going to take another platform, send 100 message, compare the data, how many replies did you get, how many replies did you get here, how many people are interested, how many people are interested. You're basically going to just test the replies, how much people are active. And then the platform which is the most active, you're going to just spend all your time on it. You're going to just call them on it. And what you're going to DM, you're going to say to them that I'm a student. I got an assignment of making a what do you call it, like an essay, making an essay on the problems of realtors. Could you tell me like three main problems or like a one major problem that you get, and what's your like daily routine, and what we're just basically just getting market research in. After you're that with 1,000 people, you're going to find like a couple, like a few problems that you're going to engulf with your solution, and you're going to present a like a big solution to them. Those are like the four lessons I've learned. First was measure in outputs, live in inputs. The second was controlling your thoughts. Third was about fear. Fear is a like mile, seems like a mile wide, but actually is an inch deep. It looks like this, but when you go in, yeah, it's just handled. And the last was just the importance of market. Give the market what they want, and marketing, sales, and everything will become easy. And basically, I'm making these videos for myself right now. I have like a really, I want these videos to be a reminder for myself. So I'm not saying that I'm perfect in these things, but I'm just learning and you're learning. And Allah Hafiz, and I'm going to see you in another video.